So the battery part, so if we come back to your original question, what does the battery form as part of that? Well, obviously the battery connection's there. We've applied to National Grid to have these grid connections, something called MODAT, a modification application, to make it into a co-located battery and final demand connection. So it means it can serve a data center, but it can also have the battery. It's got the generation side still on it. Our ethos is to try and now put a battery on each feed into the data center. Both those feeds will be off it either independent supplies or off two bays. And then that can form two parts to the grid resilience. It can form the initial part of what's called the uninterrupted power supply, the UPS. So for the first 20 minutes, in the event of power failure, given the heat that's generated in these things now from these data chips, it's worse than the battery case of kind of the thermal runaway risk. It's massive. And so before your main UPS, which is normally a 72-hour supply of gas or diesel on site, kicks in, the battery can kick in a sub-second response and create that backup for power whilst your main UPS and then your grid supply comes back. So that's one part of it, which they really like. So you'd always have to have 20 minutes of supply on your battery. The second we see is a massive OpEx saving.